Bro, you're the I see you, my slime. Bro, you're him. Himothy. Neutron. Himmy John. He's him. Nah, he's actually him. Can I get a bucket of your sweat?
Hey, yo.
Nigga, tighten up!
What a shame, we was playing stupid games, girl. Can I get your name when we started talking?
You. Two. What they do is your boy. Noel, Lokeyy, you dig what I'm saying? I'm back to show another video. And I know it has been a minute. Not even a minute, man. It's been like 2.5 months since my last official upload. I know I've been meaning to make an upload so far back. But that's what this video is about, you know what I'm saying? So I'm finna just tell y'all the reasons why I've taken this a little distance from YouTube and kind of like a little bit of a life update. Honestly, I'm gonna be completely honest. I don't really know the direction of this video. Like, this is completely freestyled. And it's kind of funny because this is probably what I'm also gonna mention in the video. Like, I do feel like I need to start scripting my videos, for example. Or I should have scripted my videos in the past. But anyways, you know what I'm saying? I'm gonna get straight to it. Y'all seen the title. So if you're new to the channel, please make sure to like, comment, subscribe, you know what I'm saying? And, you know what I'm saying? Enjoy the show, you know?
Like, oh, say less.
Anyways, let's get straight to it. So, pretty much me not being on YouTube, right? I'm gonna keep it a bean. This year has been quite rough, to say the least. Like, honestly, the whole beginning half of the year has been pretty rough. I mean, I've been holding things together, to say, because I'm not gonna lie, like, obviously everyone has like their little struggles, like, you know, things happen in life, you know, things that happen that, you know, sometimes won't even, I guess, say reach the light, you know what I'm saying? Like, you don't have to tell everyone your business and stuff, you know what I'm saying? So everyone don't have to know about your struggles, by the way. Oh yeah, and also on a whole unrelated note, y'all probably thinking that, you know what I'm saying, you're probably like, oh shoot, it's been a minute, this boy done got high top dreads. Nah, I'm dumb faking. I got a fade. I don't even have a haircut though. That shit. Yeah, I need a haircut. But yeah, I got a headband. I just tied it up because at first I just tied it up and I like went to go take a shower, and then I just kind of liked it like this though. But I ain't gonna lie, I'll be pretty tough with some free-form high top dreads though. But that's why I went for drop fade. You know what I'm saying? I got this versatility. I can rock this hairstyle. My hair is long enough to look like a full set of dreads and all that. And the later update videos.
Shut up, bitch! Oh my God!
I'm gonna make more dread videos and, you know, show my hair and more dread updates as well. Most likely, you know what I'm saying? And hopefully I don't look too rough, you know. I just really woke up, only ate breakfast. I didn't really do much today, but I have to bring out this YouTube video because I've been complacent. Yep, I've been really complacent. And I'm not gonna lie, like, throughout the beginning half of this year, because you ever just feel like throughout the year, there's always like one half of the year and then there's the other half, like maybe, you know what I'm saying, like you're going through a lot of good shit in the beginning of the year and then the end of the year is bad, or, you know, you probably, you know, on your player stuff, you got like hella females and all that in the beginning of the year, and the end of the year is kind of dry, you know, something like that. I kind of feel like I'm in the mix of, I feel like every year is kind of like that for me, to be honest. And it's crazy because the beginning of the year has been, you know, like straight bad luck. Like, a lot of stuff has happened, but nothing too personal. I mean, some of them is kind of personal, but it was all for the right reasons, you know what I mean? Not on their behalf, but like more on the behalf of the way my mindset is shifting. Now with YouTube, I'm not gonna lie, there has been times I really did think about giving up YouTube. Not because I don't like it, but because it was just kind of hard to like really do everything, you know what I'm saying? I kept like, you know what I'm saying? Because this is kind of like obviously like a comeback video like I've done before in the past, where I'm like, oh yeah, I made this video, I'm gonna be consistent. Like, it's crazy. Like, my prior intros to my other things, I was like, 2022 is the takeover. I have been doing anything but that this year. Like, it's crazy. because like literally, this year I think I uploaded no more than like 10 to 12 videos, and we're more than halfway through the year. And last year, the year prior, and even the year prior to that, like you know what I'm saying? Like I uploaded like at least 20 videos within like 2 to 3, 4 months. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, what am I doing? You feel me? And it got me to this point where like, you know, something kind of snapped in me though. Like not like I ain't gonna lie, it ain't like no type shit, but it was kind of like, yeah, I was going through like a lot of like bad luck, bro. Like, and I'm probably gonna, you know, actually, you know, it's YouTube. I'm probably gonna get straight to the point because obviously, if you made it this far into the video, you actually care to watch me. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, in the beginning of the year, you know what I'm saying? Like, I was just going through a lot of like financial struggles. It's so weird because like the stem of this goes way back to I'd say 2021, but I started having like the downhill since 2020, but obviously unemployment saved me drastically. And I wish I was more knowledgeable like I am now of other things, because one thing about growing up is I felt like as far as like my adult life, I've never been properly guided through things. So sometimes people would think I'm like naive or slow, but it's not even like I'm slow or stupid. It's just I'm maturing at a slower rate. I'm just, you know, I'm like a late bloomer in a sense, you know what I'm saying? And it's a lot of things that kind of shifted me into this way of thinking, because when I was going through, you see, this is why I should have planned out my videos, because, you know, when it comes straight off the head, like sometimes I say some real shit, but sometimes I drift off. But pretty much, yeah, throughout the time, yeah, I was having like financial struggles. Nothing too crazy. It wasn't even like I was going broke. It was more like I was staying stagnant, you know what I'm saying? Like I was getting decent amount in my checks. And then it was like, I just had like all these random bills, bro. It was like, bro, I get stopped by an undercover cop. They gave me a ticket. I thought I beat the case for the thing, but then I didn't. I had to owe them like $270 something. And then school, like I did bad in one of my classes, whatever. And then I guess they wanted me to pay for the credit. Like, you know what I'm saying? I'm thinking financial aid covers that or whatever. I had to pay the school like $385 to get back into like taking classes again. And then I had like another parking ticket because I think I was parked at the beach for too long or something like that. And then I remember like I went to like this doctor, or yeah, I went to like this like new doctor or whatever. My drone went 3 times too, bro. First time for the checkup, second time for the blood work, third time for the results for the blood work after I stopped going. Cause the first time was kind of straight, but they was like, you know, making me like sign this contract talking about some, if you come late to an appointment or you don't call in or whatever, like they automatically charge you like $30. I'm like, whoa, they're tweaking. Like, chill out, cuz like you never know if there's an emergency or something happening. Like, you know what I'm saying? Sometimes people could just forget, bro. Like, don't be charging me off of that. Like, you know what I'm saying? Trying to have like that type of responsibility. But the time for my blood work, it was like, bro, I remember I had a schedule at 8 a.m., bro. I came there, parking lot packed. Like, there's no parking spaces. So I fuck around. I try to park. There was nowhere to park. I was like next to a curb by a tree, because I wasn't gonna park across the street, because, you know, I ain't walking across the street just to get there. And then, you know, because it was the morning, so by the time I got out, it probably been like noon or some shit. I mean, depending, because, you know, there was a lot of people in there. So I'm like, bro, ain't no, like, you know, I come back out, it's blazing hot, and I got to cross the street, and maybe, like, it's rush hour, per se, or something. Like, no, I'm not doing that. I'm staying in the same parking lot. So I come in, I talk to them, I'm like, yo, like, there's no parking spaces. Like, where do I park? And then they told me to park on this one side. There was still no parking spaces, but it's like, that's where all the workers park, and they leave, like, mid-afternoon or whatever. So it's kind of like, no one's going to leave from that spot. So they told me to go there. I come back inside. I wait in line, and then, you know, I come in for my appointment. Of course, I'm late, obviously, like, you know, those packed cars, whatever. And the lady, I don't know, like, I should have paid with my card or whatever, but she charged me like $10, which I was weird, because I'm like, why are you charging me $10 for the thing? I questioned it, but I didn't like ask like no follow-up questions. I was just like, what? I need to pay you $10? You're like, yeah, you need $10. So I just paid with cash or whatever. And then I got my blood work and the results. And then a couple weeks later, now that doctor thing charged me $50. Like, what? Like, what? Like, you know what I'm saying? It's like, what's going on? It's like, it's bill after bill after bill. And you know what I'm saying? And it was so weird, because it's like, it wasn't even like I was getting paid wrong. But it was like, after all this shit happened, it was like my money just wasn't really increasing. And it made me get into like this deep state of thinking. I was like, bro, what the hell? Like, I've been getting, you know what I'm saying? Like, I don't even want to disclose, like, you know, my checks or whatever, but let's just say like one amount, like 500s and shit like that. So it's like, why am I not increasing? Like, why am I staying stagnant? You know what I'm saying? And then there was a point in time where I really started to think deeply into it. And it was crazy. Like, that got me to a crazy point because I got vulnerable, you know what I'm saying? Like, I don't really like ask friends for money, but I started asking family for money. And it's like, they was kind of, you know, in a way shitting on me and still asking me for money when I'm like, you know what I'm saying? I probably had like the lowest amount, low key or some shit at the time. And I'm just like, damn, like, you know, it got me to a point where I really started thinking like people weren't caring about me. I was like the school thing was kind of also horrible too, because I didn't know where things were. I had to take a little break, you know, just kept working and shit. Oh yeah, also another thing that took off the money is like, you know, because I was going like on like a lot of trips. Like my friends invited me to the Heat game. I got invited to like a Miami Heat game twice, like one in December, one in January. And it was just crazy because it was just like all this shit was happening. And it was funny because like when everything did kind of like calm down, my job was on some weird shit. So then we started like getting less hours, but it was short. It was only for like a month, but we was getting like less hours and shit. So it was like when I was trying to stack up again, I'm like, oh man, like you kidding me, bro? And then yeah, but then, you know, everything kind of got back in check, and then I started realizing I still was kind of stagnant in a sense. So I started kind of doing some like social experiments and like trials and stuff, and I had realized that, you know, the times when I hang out with my friends, even just like going out to eat or something like that, doing that 3-4 times out the week, just off that alone, bro, it's like I'm spending nearly like $100 or more. And it'd be weird because you don't think about it like that, but you do. And then, you know what I'm saying? And it's like, you know, my mom's always like on my ass about like, oh, you gotta go to college, the ticket to success, blah, 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 blah. But it's like, at the same time, like me, I'm going for my graphic design degree, right? I'm an artist. I love to be an artist. This is always what I want to do since I was young. It's something that's not going to change. I don't care how much my family, my cousins, all that, going to tell me to be a nurse in the medical field, all that. Like, I'm not, like, that's my passion. Like, I'm passionate about it. I'm a creator. I like doing it. And yes, like, I'm a creator. I want to be somewhere in the entertainment field, whether it's making videos, being an actor, a voice actor, an editor, a creative writer, a director, maybe a graphic designer too, an animator. But animating, it takes a lot, but you know what I'm saying, an illustrator, you know what I'm saying, script writer, you know what I'm saying, like fictional writer, making books, selling books, like, you know what I'm saying? It's like, it's all these things that I'd want to do. Just somewhere in that play field is what I want to do. You know what I'm saying? But I realized if I had to like keep it a beam when it came to school, I'm not gonna lie, bro. I'm gonna keep it a stack. I feel like the last time I learned something from school, like as far as like learning, probably was sophomore to junior year. Now, mind you, I'm gonna tell you something else too. Because after like junior year or even sophomore year even, that's when, you know, obviously I started realizing that school was all about test taking and rush learning and learning kind of in a limitation of time and knowledge, you know what I'm saying? Because most of the new subjects you learn, even if it's new things that could be applicable to your life experience or not, it's like you're learning it in such a construct like time period. So sometimes if you don't already have prior knowledge of the subject, you're not even going to ingrain that knowledge, which forces, you know, people to get into cheating. Because if you actually take your literal time to learn these things, you're going to get a setback. You know what I'm saying? And then you're going to fail. You're going to look like a failure, but you're not a failure. You're just trying to actually learn. You know what I'm saying? So I don't know if I'm all over the place, but I'm going to try to tie everything up. But pretty much like this had kind of got me to a point where, besides that, I would say the one literal point where I felt like I was learning, at least as far as college goes, and it's kind of crazy because, you know, y'all probably don't even really know my age for real and shit, but it was like 2018, like that year, I was learning a lot from like, from school. Like, I felt like it was a great year. Like, I did networking. Like, I talked to people with different majors. I started to realize, like, why do they want to go for what they want to, whether it was business, medical field, engineering, even some other fields that like I've never heard of and stuff. And it was like fascinating to figure out. And because of like talking to these people, it made me realize like how interesting these other majors were. It was something like, you know how like parents like to ingrain in you to be a doctor, to be a nurse, whatever. Like, if I talk to these kind of people, if I've been around the environment, if I've seen hands-on what happens, maybe I would have been into the medical field. But for me to be into a field for the money, like, you know, something I have no complete interest or passion in, just being in for the money because people told me to be into it. Nah, like, I actually have passions. Like, I have passions for stuff that I want and stuff that I want to do. So, you know what I'm saying? But yeah, it really hit, because 2018, I felt like I was learning. I was still in the path of like, oh yeah, I'm gonna keep doing college, you know, it was like my first year and shit like that. And then 2019 was when something kind of struck differently. Now, I was working at a job, Sonic, and when I was working at this job, I'm not gonna lie, I had one of my coworkers, I think his name was Matt, you know what I'm saying? He probably not gonna see this video, so I'm just gonna say the names, I don't really care. So I had this coworker, and he was a chef, right? He was like a cook that we had, right? And I remember, because at the time I was like, I think I was like 19 or something. So like I was like the only I was like one of the only college, I think there was like 3 people that were in college, but I was like one of the younger people that was in college, right? Everybody else was like in high school, but like seniors type shit. So we were all remotely like the same age range, like 16, 17 to like 21, I guess, like we're that type of age range. So I remember one of my coworkers that was telling me like, oh, you're in college? Matt was in college too. I was like, Matt? Oh, for real? And she was like, yeah, like he went for, I think like FAU and he got like his associates or bachelor's in computer science, right? But he said after he got that degree, he couldn't find a single job in that field. So now he works at Sonic. And he doesn't have a car. He rides his bike to work every day. And you know what I'm saying? And I'm pretty sure, like, even like last year or something, I could have sworn I seen him, like, you know, pull up there. I don't go to Sonic as much as I used to, even though that's my old job. And then that had me thinking, like, I'm like, what? And I remember, like, they kept like messing up with my schedule and stuff. So now I remember my manager, I'm probably not gonna disclose her name, but my manager, right, she told me that she understands how it was with college because she also went to college. I was like, wait, you went to college? Because, you know, like I said, bro, manager at a fast food restaurant. And she was like, yeah, I forgot what her degree was, but I promise you, it was like one of those like things, like, you know, she was majoring either in like philosophy or like marine biology or some shit like that. And I'm like, what the like, why are you working at a fast food restaurant? You know what I'm saying? Like, why are you a manager here? You're not anywhere in your you're not even remotely close to your purpose. Like, what is going on? You feel me? And then that's when I started questioning it. And then when I used to network with people, they used to be like, graphic design, art, you know, you don't need a college for that. And then, like, you know what I'm saying? Like, it had me like thinking differently and stuff. I ain't gonna lie, I'm realizing the subject of what I'm talking about, this should have been a completely other video. I probably could have been like, is college worth it or something? I don't know, who knows? That might be another video. But pretty much, this had led me to a point where, like, you know, I was kind of thinking like, damn. And yeah, I was going through like a lot of hardships, you know, going back to, you know, the money situation and shit. And I started to realize that, you know, yeah, when I hung out with friends and I got complacent, I spent a lot of money. There was one week, I think, 'cause, you know, obviously, you know, we get paid bi-weekly and shit. So for a 2-week period, I tried to lower the contact with friends, and like, as far as even on the phone type shit and, you know, hanging out. And I realized like I saved the majority of my money, you know what I'm saying? It was like, it was worth it. And then, you know, with college, like I said, bro, I felt like with school and stuff, I felt like I haven't been learning as much. I'm not saying I'm giving up on it, but I don't know. But there's another story I'm gonna tell, and because this video is getting longer, I'm gonna try to get straight to my point. So pretty much all of this had led me to a point where I started devising a plan. And I realized, like, you know, with actually doing actual research, you know what I'm saying? Like, really looking up things, looking at different sources of material, not just one person, not just one video, different audios, different videos, different examples, even depending on the subject, being hands-on with it, it makes you like learn more. And self-learning is very efficient. It's better to like self-learn than to, you know, be taught within limitations, and you don't even fully learn. So I feel like now I'm at a state where I'm like learning things at my own process, at my own timing. And I devised a plan, and even with YouTube too, I had realized like with life, everything is like a system. I ain't gonna lie, it's crazy because this is like really my main point. In life, everything is like a system, right? So I realized a lot of times we make excuses for the things that we want to do. Like, you know what I'm saying? Say for example, you want to exercise, right? You want to exercise, but every time you know what I'm saying, you exercise, you plateau or whatever, right? So I started to think like, why not, like really just ask yourself, like, why am I not doing it type shit, right? And then after you ask yourself why you're not doing it, you got to think like, you know, why it's not happening. Sometimes you're not getting a good sleep routine. Sometimes you're not eating enough. Oh, eating enough, you need money. So you need to make money. Maybe you're not making enough money at your job. Now find other ways outside of your job to make more money. And it's like, this has been shaping the way of me thinking. And I thought the same thing with YouTube. YouTube, it's like, why am I not uploading? Oh, my storage is filled. Maybe I don't feel like it. You know what I'm saying? Get a better sleep routine, exercise more. You know what I'm saying? Like, do more stuff. You know what I'm saying? Delete, declutter like crazy. You know what I'm saying? Limit the time of speaking and socializing so I can have the time to prioritize into my videos and go full force. And pretty much, I know this video has gotten very long and really long to get to a point. 'Cause I was talking about a whole bunch of random stuff. Like I said, I'm just freestyling that. I should have structured it better. I probably would structure it again, but honestly, like, I'm kind of on a roll of like, I'm trying to go back to uploading like I used to. So I'm probably gonna just upload this as it is. Pretty much what I'm trying to say is, lately I have been planning a lot. Like, I've been writing like crazy. I've been writing scripts for a potential series I'm gonna make. I've been writing stories. I've been planning. I've been even evaluate the steps of everything I'm trying to do. You know what I'm saying? Like different ways of making money, different ways I'm gonna get myself in shape, all of that. I'm making sacrifices to make all of this work. Because of all of these different hardships and stuff that happen in life, it got me to a point. Cause like I said, especially when it came to the financial situation and even other things too, even like on an emotional standpoint too, I got to a point where I got vulnerable. I asked for help. I asked for pity. Did not get that. So it got me to this mentality where I always realized I force myself. Like, I always, you know what I'm saying, break my neck to help people, to go out my way for people. And all this did was take the time out of myself and the energy out of myself and put it into other people besides myself. I always used to think to myself, like, why do I set plans with people and then I flake and I come late to the occasion? Because, yes, think about it. It's the system. Lack of sleep. I feel fatigue. My circadian rhythm's off. So I just feel like I want to rest. 2, maybe I did not take care of my responsibilities. Maybe I had to, you know, fucking clean my room, wash the dishes or something. And, you know, say I could hang out with you and not do it, but that's going to stack up. It's going to pile up more and become a bigger problem. And sometimes, even if it doesn't become a bigger problem, it's just like it's weighing on the back of my head that, like, man, I didn't finish this. So it's like I can't even fully enjoy the time that I'm out with you. And I realized, like, it's way more important. I mean, it's funny because these are things that people will tell you ever since you was young, but it's way more important to take care of your responsibilities before you go out the way for anyone. You know what I'm saying? There's been so many times where I've been trying to talk to people, hang out with them, and they always act like they're so busy and all this and that. And I used to feel offended by it. But now that I feel like I'm more in tune with my purpose, I understand. Now, it is true, though. I don't know. I mean, if you're going for something like in a passion, you know, career-wise and stuff like that, I completely get it. But I'm not going to lie. I feel like if you're just working a regular 9 to 5 and you're not doing school, you know, school and work does devote a lot of your day. Like, I'm talking about this shit devotes like 60% of your lifespan in a day, a week, or whatever. So now I'm kind of on a mission where I'm going to do my stuff outside of work. I'm currently working on an escape plan. And, you know what I'm saying, there's been a lot of times where I've told people my plan or things I want to do and hinted, and I've always gotten like vague responses. And it used to throw me off like crazy. But, you know what I'm saying, everything got me to a point where I hit a breaking point, bro. Not like on some suicidal shit, but more like I hit an epiphany, bro. The whole beginning of the year was bad luck. Since I started changing my way of thinking, I see all these videos that relate to the way of me thinking. Some of my friends have said things remotely close to the idea I'm having, bro. The changes I'm slightly starting to make, right? It's not easy to make change right away, you know what I'm saying? So I'm not going to say I'm perfect. I'm not going to say I'm like a changed man or whatever, but I switched my way of thinking. I have a plan. Before, I was going with the flow. I was going with, what's going on social media, everything, involved in everyone's life. Now it's my plan. It's my goal. It's up to me to change the trajectory of my life, because my path does not compare to everyone else, bro. I'm not gonna lie, I don't want to work a 9 to 5. And I'm not even saying this because of social media shit. I've been like this, bro. The big plan has always been to be an artist or to be within my purpose, bro. I'm working these 9 to 5s as a little temporary standing ground. There's a reason why I don't work important 9 to 5s, bro. Because once you work an important 9 to 5 that you have to put all your work in and stuff, you're stuck. You're in the system. You're in the rat race, bro. Like, I don't try to stress over the thing. If I were to say the biggest weight was pretty much college, I'm not even going to say the job. It's college, bro. Because college is so much mental work to get into that, bro. It's to a point where, like, if you want to pass college, you have to use a huge sacrifice in your social life, bro. Unless you're like an A-B student and you're great at multitasking, I promise you, you have to put a great amount of, what's the word? Basically, like, you have to make a great amount of sacrifice in your social life in order to make everything work. And in order to make college work for you, you need a great amount of sacrifice. Because you got to sacrifice your social life. It's the only way, bro. Because, bro, I ain't gonna lie, community college, high school, pretty much the same thing, right? Besides, obviously adding your major if you have, like, some type of important major that's outside of, like, core classes and stuff. The only difference is the deadlines are way more important. They're way more urgent, current, you know what I'm saying? You have less time to cram all this knowledge, all this information, and to turn it in before 11:59, you feel me? So, yeah, man. I mean, this is really just a rant, to be honest, but pretty much all I'm going to say is I made the plan. I'm more structured now. I'm scheduling things. Everything is working in plan. I'm about to start making them YouTube uploads like I did before in the past, you know what I'm saying? And I'm not going to say like no crazy shit. I'm not going to be like, oh, I'm going to post every week. But hey, I'm going to try, man. Really, the reason for my setback for me not posting for 2 months is because obviously, luckily, I worked my YouTube up to this point where I can still gain subs even and views and stuff, even when I don't upload. But 2 is like, I realized like, you guys are my fans, you know what I'm saying? You guys are family, you know what I'm saying? But at the same time, I don't want to give y'all half energy no more. I don't want to upload and then not upload for like 3 weeks like I've been doing. No, I'm getting stuff right. I'm making the right videos. I'm going to edit more. I'm about to put more effort into it. I'm about to devote more time because everything is in favor, man. Everything's in favor. I don't know if I should make this like a over 30-minute video because I don't know. Maybe this video does resonate with people because I'm really just speaking off the top of my mind. Like, even with this amount of time, this is like the longest video I've had on YouTube so far. But hopefully somebody or people do listen to it all the way through. But since I made it this deep into the video and I think I want to get my full point across, yeah, I'm not going to lie. As far as the college thing goes, man, like, college really hold me, bro. Like I said, bro, a lot of things pushed me to this point, to this epiphany. With college, like I said, I had to pay like that $380 something just to get in the class. And then I had to call them to take me off of academic probation, right? So boom. But, there was a semester even before that I did bad. So they kind of were putting my financial aid on hold. So I called them to see if I can get my financial aid. And now they're like, I got to send an appeal. I did it before I got lucky the first time. But now they're like, oh, you got to send again. You got to prove documentation. So what I did, right, I provided the statement, you know what I'm saying? I provided a statement. I literally put all the reasons. I was like, you know what I'm saying, work getting in the way. Sometimes I devoted more times to social settings than my own schoolwork. I realized my faults. I realized what I need to do to change it. This upcoming year, I'm going to lock in. I'm going to ignore distractions. I'm going to put school first before any other responsibilities. And you know what I'm saying? I articulate my words very well when it comes to writing. So I wrote this very well. Like, this was like a really good thing. 7 pages, right? Send it. They deny my request, which means if I go back to school, I have to pay out of pocket. And there's already stuff that I had to fix even within my car. And, if you have a car, you know what I'm saying? You spending like $100, $300, $500 to fix things. So it's kind of like, I can't really have that derail me. But, parents and families going to keep talking about, so, oh, you got to graduate college and shit like that. So it's kind of like, I'm kind of at a point right now where it's like, I know people personally now I know people personally, like I've met them, I talked to them, I probably still can talk to them, or they went to my school or something, that are in successful positions right now because they believed in what they had to do, bro. I started watching a whole bunch of motivational videos, a whole bunch of podcasts, because I was in a rut, bro. Literally, these past 2 months has literally just been me doing what I need to do to get myself out of a rut. Because there's a bigger plan on top of this, bro. I'm not even joking, bro. There's a bigger plan. I have to stay focused, be straight tunnel vision in this stage. Because I don't know too many people who actually draw and all this kind of stuff, right? But I seen somebody who came from my high school who's like, he's popping off in his drawing shit, bro. But he got like, you know, over 30 or 50K on the gram. I got another homeboy, and yeah, I'm gonna display it too. I got another homeboy, Snot the rapper. Yes, like I knew this man since college, bro. Well, since high school, really. I knew him since like freshman year. I knew him personally, bro. Like that's my dog. Got his number and everything, though. Like don't be on no weird shit with you two, though. But like, even him, he became a rapper. I like literally, bro, he came to college for like 1 semester, and it was like that same semester, 2018. And he even told me, bro, I remember one time we were sitting down, he's like, bro, I can't wait till my music pop off, bro. Like, bro, everything coming into motion, bro. Watch when my shit pop off, bro. Everyone who ever doubted me, bro, like, they gonna see type shit. He believed in his vision, bro. Everyone I noticed, you know what I'm saying, even looking at famous people like Dwayne The Rock Johnson, Kevin Hart, fucking, even Ryan Reynolds, bro, like Jim Carrey, Denzel Washington, Will Smith, bro. Look at their come up stories. Look at the podcast. Look at the motivational videos. And, you know what I'm saying, look at every successful people, especially like, you know, even YouTubers and stuff, especially the dropouts. You're going to notice like there's this certain trait within all of them. A lot of them did go through a struggle point. Some of them probably didn't. But it's one with grinding and consistency. But before that, you need to know the plan. You need to know the plan, and you need to have blind faith that this shit's gonna work. Because obviously in the current position you're in, you don't have all that money. You don't have over 10 grand. You don't have, you know what I'm saying? You don't have all that shit. But you gotta believe in the vision. If you see someone in that position that you want to be in and they're doing successful, that's all the proof you need. Imagine there's a future version of yourself where you're everything you want to be and more. And they came to the past just to show you that it's possible. They're not going to tell you how to get it, but they're going to be like, hey, man, if you believe in yourself, you be in my position. I can't tell you what's going to happen because it might be a butterfly effect, but I'm just here to, you know, to give you a little bit more faith. And also think about another scenario. If you like old as hell, like grandpa, and you have a granddaughter or whatever, seeing your prior work when you was like, you know, early 30s, early 20s, teenage years, and just to find out that you're not living in your purpose, and then you're going to feel regret, especially if there was someone that you knew or someone that went to your school that is living in your designated purpose and stuff. And, you know, not even to say that all this is going to work, but I do believe it's going to work. But it's all about really just having that faith. And at least you try, bro. At least you try, because at the end of the day, bro, if you don't go for your dreams, man, you're going to be stuck working a 9 to 5. Right now, I'm already working a 9 to 5. I'm in my early 20s, so, like, that's pretty much normal. You know what I'm saying? And it's like you have to do something different. You have to do something drastically different to change the trajectory of your life. You know what I'm saying? But you can't do it aimlessly, though. You got to have a plan. You got to execute it, man. I'm an overthinker, so I thought of every best case, worst case scenario. So, like, this plan is pretty structured. You know what I'm saying? And we're going to see. But right now, you know what I'm saying, I'm going to try to do some things on the side, like reselling and shit like that. And I'm only giving the tea on YouTube right now because, like, I feel like y'all are the only people that really deserve to hear this. And also, you know what I'm saying, if you actually care, you're going to get to this far into the video. You know what I'm saying? If you don't, you're probably going to watch like 5 minutes and click off. You feel me? But yeah, but all of this had made me more structured. I planned things out better. And yeah, man, I'm on this like life improvement journey. And it's crazy because like now I got this shit locked in and I gotta stay locked in. Like I'm talking about social interactions probably gonna lessen like crazy. It's not gonna be that bad of a deal because only like 3 people hit me up, to be honest with you. And only one of them, it'll be remotely important, but you know, he has a girlfriend and shit like that. So he doesn't hit me up all the time. The other one, I ain't really gonna get into that. But it's like, you know what I'm saying, like other friends, they just want to hang out. But like sometimes it's like I realize, you know what I'm saying, especially with the constant pressure of say my mom, my dad, my, you know, my close family, not, you know, close friends even, not fully believing the process. It's like the pressure is definitely on. And I realized, you know what I'm saying, if I were to be a successful YouTuber, successful artist, blowing up TikToker, successful writer, you know what I'm saying, anything in that type of field, do you think I have time to hang out with people, to talk to people all the time? There's no way you can be a full-time artist, a full-time YouTuber, and have like a super active social life. I have to some degree, whether it's 3 months, a whole month, 5 months, a year, there's gonna be a period of time where I have to isolate and put the time into becoming that person. Then once I'm ahead of the game, I could spare some time for social interactions. But until then, bro, this is the vision. Now I have this vision, I have these goals, so we're gonna see what happens from now to December. Also, another thing, I'm gonna cut into the video. When I said from now to December, I meant as far as starting the foundation. I'm not gonna say like I'm gonna be like this extra, you know what I'm saying? Like my whole life is put together from now to December. I'm saying like I'm in a situation where I've basically restarted from zero. So from now to December is gonna prove if I could start the foundation. If I'm in that point, in that place in life where I can become who I want to become. That's why these next 4 months are very crucial. I'm going to see how much money I make, how much progress I make, because I have a plan and now it's time to put it into use. You know what I'm saying? I eliminate distractions. I eliminate physical, mental, spiritual blockages that's been stopping me from, you know, getting to where I need to be. And yeah, so that's what I meant about the next 3 to 4 months, you know, just to make that clear, because that's just my, you know, standpoint and like what I need to do to, you know what I'm saying, start the foundation officially. Now, I don't know hobbies. It's like I'm actually getting income or like closer to income with these progress. That is all. But hey, man, like that's pretty much what I had to say. There's probably more I'm going to say, but, you know, I'm going to touch more on the specifics on all of these different aspects and make them into, like, different chunks of a video. But this is pretty much my video to say that, hey, man, I'm making a comeback on YouTube. I'm coming back. I'm coming back with the uploads. I'm not gone. I just needed a small reset for a bigger comeback, you know what I'm saying? So if you're new to the channel, you know, I ain't even going to say that. If you support me, you know what I'm saying, like, you know, keep your post notifications on. We're going to keep running out the numbers. We're going to keep the versatility up. And yeah, you know what I'm saying? I'm going to get y'all some more hair updates, get y'all with some more, you know, some bangers. And yeah, so you know what I'm saying? Stay back. This is my testimony. And let's get to it. We gone.
Ask me if you were someone I should have messed with. To be honest, I don't even know. I just go with the flow, keeping up my hopes. Don't regret what I did.